The best movie about how to invest is one you're probably not thinking about. It's Moneyball, a movie about the Oakland Athletics and baseball. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. But there is a critical scene in the movie that sets the direction of what they do with their baseball team. And this applies to your IRA, your 401k, and all of your other investments and how you should be thinking about building wealth. Good investing and building long-term wealth is about getting on base. Let's watch.
Billy, we got 38 home runs and 120 RBIs.
Guys, we're still trying to replace Giambi. I told you we can't do it, and we can't do it. Now, what we might be able to do is recreate him. Recreate him in the aggregate.
The what?
Giambi's on-base percentage was 477. Damon's on base, 324. And Almeida's was 291. Add that up and you get...
You want me to speak?
We're not pointing you yet.
1092.
Divided by 3.
364.
That's what we're looking for. Three ball players whose average OBP is...
364.
That doesn't look right, doesn't come out right.
That's right, Artie.
See, too many people are looking for home runs in their investments that they never find. And so they never even get up to bat. And then other people are investing in home runs that go to zero. They're buying crypto or businesses or venture investments nobody's freaking heard about, thinking they're going to hit the next Uber. What good investors are doing is they're investing in things that they know. They're investing in assets that may seem boring. A single family rental, a small business, a reliable stock, the S&P 500. They're getting on base and they're getting consistent returns here. Just like the Oakland Athletics did. See, what happened in the Oakland Athletics is they built a roster of players that could get on base. They knew the best way to win a baseball game is to get someone on base that makes a higher likelihood that they're going to score a run, is going to help them win baseball games. They got all the way to the World Series with the lowest salary in Major League Baseball. Now for you, you might have the IRA or 401k or investment or brokerage account or funds that you want to invest, and you're thinking, man, I'm kind of like the Oakland Athletics. I got a small pot of money here, but I want to make it to the World Series with my investing. Well, how do you do it? You don't need to hire the best players. You don't need the best investments. You need consistent returns from your investment. Investments that get you on base. Get the money invested, get on base, and score consistent runs. That is how you create rates of return that will build long-term wealth.
That's Pete.
Does Pete really need to be here?
Yes, he does. Okay, here's who we want. Number 1, Jason's little brother, Jeremy.
Billy, that's trouble.
Billy, look, Billy, if I may, he certainly has had his problems off the field, and we know what he can't do on the field. And,
Get a little thicker on the waist,
you know, and his reports about him on the weed and the strip clubs.
Well, his on-base percentage is all we're looking at now. And Jeremy gets on base an awful lot for a guy who only costs $285,000.
Geez, Billy.
Number 2, David Justice.
Oh, no. Not a good idea, Billy.
Old man Justice?
Why is that?
Steinbrenner's so pissed at his decline that he's willing to eat a big chunk of his contract just to get rid of him. Anybody.
Exactly.
10 years ago, David Justice, big name. Been a lot of big games. He's going to really help our season tickets early in the year, but we get in the dog days in July and August. He's lucky if he's going to hit his weight.
Billy, his legs are gone.
Billy.
And, he's a defensive liability, and I question whether the bat speed's still there.
His legs are gone.
Grady.
We'll be lucky to get 60 games out of him. Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
What is this? What are we doing?
Okay, number 3, Scott Hatterberg.
Who? Hatterberg.
Exactly. Sounds like an Oakland A already. Yes, he's had a little problem with his elbow.
Problem. He can't throw.
He's a career 260 hitter. The best part of his career is over.
I say it's just getting started.
I know Boston wants to cut him and no one wants to pick him up.
That's good for us. He's cheap.
Let me get this straight. You're going to get a guy that's been released by half the organizations in professional baseball because he's got non-repairable nerve damage in his elbow. And he can't throw.
He can't throw and he can't field. But what can he do?
Oh, boy.
Guys, check your reports or I'm going to point at Pete.
He gets on base.
He can get on base.
So he walks a lot.
He gets on base a lot. Rocco, do I care if it's a walk or a hit? Pete?
You do not.
I do not.
See, what Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill are doing here is what's called value investing. They're looking for the greatest investments out there that drive return and value in the game of baseball. And you can do it in the game of investing too. They're looking at David Justice. They called him Old Man Justice. He was an older baseball player that used to be a star that no one was excited about. You know what that sounds like to me? The S&P 500. It's been here forever. It drives consistent returns, but no one's excited about investing into it. But it drives consistent rates of return, just like David Justice getting on base. They talked about Jeremy Giambi, off the field issues in the strip clubs. You know what that investment sounds like? A single family meth lab rental. Can drive consistent returns. Might have some problems, but what are you looking for at the end of the day? The big fancy shiny player that everybody loves? Or do you want someone who gets on base? In the world of investing, you want an investment that drives returns, that makes you money, that builds your account. And then there's Scott Hatterberg, the player people were like, who is that? We don't even know who he is. And Brad Pitt's like, he sounds like an Oakland Athletic already. That kind of sounds like a small business to me. Many people have built and grown their wealth through investing in small businesses or starting them themselves. This is a tremendous opportunity to build and grow wealth. Yeah, it doesn't sound sexy. Yeah, the business might be boring. You're not starting the next Uber or the next self-driving car or an airline or the next cryptocurrency, but you're starting a real business with real customers that drives real returns, just like Scott Hatterberg getting on base.
This is the new direction of the Oakland A's. We are card counters at the blackjack table. And we're going to turn the odds on the casino.
Brad Pitt had it right here, and the real story of the Oakland Athletics is going all the way to the World Series with the smallest salary in Major League Baseball because they did value investing. They focused on getting on base. And by the way, the casino here in the example and turning the tables is you turning the table on Wall Street and taking control of your financial future. You need to focus on getting on base. So many people don't even invest because they're trying to hit a home run. So they do nothing. They're looking for that home run pitch that never comes. You need to get on base. You need to start contributing, maxing out your retirement account, investing in rental property, starting a small business, doing a side hustle, doing these acts that together over the aggregate, over time, are how true wealth is built. Now, a lot of times you're going to be in the room like Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill here, listening to all these people talking in your ear about these crazy investments or these great players or these things you can't afford. Focus on getting on base and what you control, drive consistent rates of return. That's how you're going to win the game. Now, I want you to do 3 things after watching this video. Number 1, go watch Moneyball. It's a freaking great movie. Number 2, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Lots of great tips on building wealth. And third, take action. Go get on base in your investing. Take action today.